Hi guys, and welcome back to another Free Emmers podcast. Once again, I'm here with Luke and Lee. How we doing, lads?
How we doing, mate?
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, same as always. So loads to talk about this week. First of all, we might as well get started with the FA Cup game against Blackburn. What a game! What a win! 5-1. Amazing result. Amazing result.
Brilliant. You was there, Lee. How was it, mate?
Yeah, good day actually. Good atmosphere. 7,000. We're over 7,000 fans. Started a bit slowly again. I thought went behind to what pretty much was their only real chance of the match, to be honest. And Payet didn't cover himself in much glory, sort of turning his back on the challenge, and they obviously smack it in the corner. It was a good finish actually, but then from then on we controlled the game really. And once they went down to 10 men, it was a matter of how many would score. I think But it was a good performance actually all round. One of our better ones this season. Actually, I thought the last 10 minutes was the best I've seen us play for a long time.
100%.
I thought we were outstanding. The passing and the
There was a point where when it was Payet, Lanzini, and Song, some of the passes they were doing on the edge of their box was unbelievable. It looked like watching Barcelona. Every other pass was a back heel. It was incredible stuff to watch.
Yeah, I was really impressed with their right back. Actually, I have to say, he's the sort of player maybe we could look at maybe as cover for Byron perhaps next year. I thought he was a good player.
Ben Marshall.
It's good. Yeah, I thought he was a really good player.
Yeah, no, fantastic game. Really good to see Emenike get off the mark as well.
Yeah,
good to
and we
see
said that last week, didn't we? That I thought the goals would come, and they come too.
Yeah, I mean, he could have had 4 or 5 easy. So
yeah, his second one I thought was very good, very composed.
Yeah,
sort of run through, could have just smashed it, but no, he took it around the keeper.
I thought he'd blown that chance. When I thought it took too long when I was watching it, but no, he did well. He did really well, and like I say, if he was a little bit sharper, if he'd been back a couple of weeks, then I reckon he would have easily had 4.
Definitely.
So yeah, fantastic result.
Yeah.
And then into the quarterfinals. Yeah.
I think we have to. Sorry, just before we move on, guys. I think we've got to give credit to Antonio filling in at right back as well.
Yeah, he did very well.
I thought it was fantastic, guys. Like I said in my review, he could definitely fill in there if we need him. And he definitely wanted a goal as well. He was well on it.
Actually, he never comes across as being that pacey, but actually he gets up and down the pitch so well. And he got back, and I thought he defended really, albeit against the Championship club. I don't think I'd want him there against Man United, but obviously it's going to depend on who's fit, if Tompkins or O'Brien. But then again, would you rather him rather than O'Brien? I don't know.
Byron will be able to play as well, won't he? So
no, he still can't in the cup.
It's cup tied the whole way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
So on that, guys, the draw obviously. I did my reaction. What did you think of United away?
I thought it was a decent draw. I would have preferred it to be. Who the fuck did they play last night?
Oh, Shrewsbury. Yeah.
Shrewsbury.
Yeah. I would have Reading or Palace, to be honest. Reading would have been my call.
Yeah, I would have said Reading as well. Yeah.
But
I don't think Reading.
Man United don't scare me. If they play the same team that they played last night, I think we'd batter them.
Yeah,
honestly.
Can't judge them on that result. That's no disrespect for Shrewsbury. They're it's like pub team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, again, if they played the same sort of team, is a chance they'll have to rest even more players depending on what happens with them in Europe.
Definitely.
But no, they don't. Man United don't scare me this year at all.
No. There's no. I think Rooney's still injured, isn't he? Rooney's out for 6 weeks. He'll miss that.
Till April.
Yeah. On that
Actually,
the last game of the season will change now, isn't there?
Well,
I think it definitely will, won't it? If they beat Midtjylland on Thursday, I think it's confirmed. So.
Yeah, there's rumours that.
Shame that it'll be a night game.
Yeah, that United could be the last game of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a good way to go out under the lights. I'll be happy with that. Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, and good team to play as well.
Yeah, it should be a good game.
Yeah.
It could be a meaningful game as well. That could be a battle for Europe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
in 6th place. Yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely.
But going back to the draw, I mean, right here, right now, I'd have them back at Upton Park. I'd take a draw up there straight away, and that's an extra game. But I think our squad can cope with that more than theirs can.
Yeah,
definitely.
So I'd definitely take a replay right now.
Yeah,
if you offered us it.
Definitely, all the players coming back at the right time now. Obviously, we didn't mention Lanzini as well. That come back.
Fantastic to see him back.
He was brilliant when he come on, pinging it around, lovely, like he'd not been away. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I said to you after the game, didn't I? Apparently, he had 100% pass completion.
Yeah, lovely.
Phenomenal, 100%. So great to see him back. Hopefully he'll be involved against Sunderland as well. That'd be nice to see.
I think when the draw was made, it just evoked memories of Di Canio and that brilliant day.
Yeah.
Whenever it was, 15 odd years ago.
One away from Wembley now, guys. So I'm buzzing. You know, if we win that game, amazing. I just want that Wembley trip again.
Yeah.
It was such a great day out a couple of years ago for the playoff, so that'd be just great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, on to Sunderland, guys. So me and Lee will be at the game, obviously. What reception are you gonna give to Sam, Lee, and Paul at home? Obviously, all the way over there in Belfast. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna be saying to your screen?
It's a tough one. It really is, because he did. I don't think there's many other managers that would have got us promoted that first year. Our squad was just ripped apart by sales and people leaving. If you look at the team that started that season against what finished previous, I think he needs to be credited for getting us back up. I mean, we should have won that league. Let's not make no mistake.
Have the most expensive squad in the Championship?
We did, but
Matt,
I mean, just look at money don't guarantee success. Look at Tottenham; they spent 85 odd £million, and they've had nothing.
But we did.
Well, they're about to. They could win the league this year, couldn't they? So,
but not with those players. Not with the players they spent 85 million quid on. The only one is Ericsson.
Yeah.
But we scraped it, though, didn't it? It was like last chance to do it. We did it.
But yeah, I mean, he got us up. Fair play, he got us up, and he stabilised us. You know, he brought in Nolan, and Nolan was a fantastic captain.
Oh, did he buy Win? No, Evan Grant bought Winston Reader. Sorry, I got that wrong now. I thought he bought Reading, but he didn't, did he?
You know, I mean.
But speaking of Reed and the other defenders, Tompkins, sorry, Paul, he bought our defence. Those two, especially, he bought them on so much.
Yeah. I
mean, Reed was a terrible player in his first. Well, he was played out of position and hardly played, but him and Tompkins improved greatly under. Look at the player Tompkins was that year as well. The year before, when he was doing in dodgy bet passes, he's cut all that out of his game. And I think Allardyce does have to be credited with that. But flipping it over, he's an arsehole, frankly.
Yeah. I didn't like the arrogance at the end for me. That's what killed it for me. It was
I never liked Allardyce. I never wanted him to be manager. I was happy he left. I wanted him to leave sooner. But at the same time, you know, you got to say, thanks for what you did for us. You know, you stabilised us. It was time to move on. Everyone moved on, you know. I hope we absolutely smash them the
what
weekend.
about Jermaine? Obviously, Jermaine, another hammer coming back as well.
I don't hate Jermaine.
Off that documentary he put out where he said he loved West Ham and he was a young kid. My opinion
badly advised, you know, as a kid. You know, I've got nothing against Jermaine these days.
Yeah. I think, again, we should be trying to go out, send a message this weekend, you know, like a 3-1, sort of 4-1 result. I know they're fighting for life. We probably won't score 4 goals against an Allardyce team, but we should be looking to send that sort of message out.
Definitely.
Be in the early kickoff as well. It gives us a chance to go above United as well.
Yeah.
Or they go, so we could start the 3 o'clock kickoffs in 5th.
I just don't win. Can you imagine the interview if he beats us?
He'll be delighted. He will absolutely love it.
Yeah, especially last season.
What's the West Ham way again?
Yeah.
Right,
or it'll be something like he'll come out with something like they're booing me, but they've actually got the right to boo me now. You know, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Hopefully that won't happen, and we absolutely batter them. And then we can listen to him make excuses about what happened and why it weren't his fault that he lost.
Yeah.
I really hope as well. Sorry, Sunderland fans. Nothing against the club personally, but I'm really hoping to get relegated this year, just so he's got that on his record.
He'll quit before they get relegated. He'd be one of them.
I said that as soon as he got the job. I said he'll quit before. Yeah. But you know, he'll set them up for a draw. He'll come there looking for a draw, like he did for all our. We never used to go to away games looking to win. Even when we played in cup games against lower division teams, we used to go and set up for a draw. I'll never forget when last year we were going so well on Boxing Day. He dropped. I think it was Saka and Song, who were outstanding at the start of last season, and didn't give a damn about the result. Chelsea sort of accepted that it'd be a defeat, and that was ridiculous. That was the start of the downfall. It was the wrong message to send out at that stage, and that was just a terrible decision, in my opinion.
Absolutely,
definitely. And sending all the, you know, when he had all the pressure to put the kids in, and then he just went, "Oh, I'm going to put all 10 in," and then they're going to get spanked by Forest. Like, that's the way you blood kids. Like, he was just doing that to be an arsehole, basically.
That was the Sunday, and then we lost 6-0 to City in the League Cup semi-final on the Tuesday.
So it was worth it, wasn't it? It was well worth it. Yeah, it was brilliant. Brilliant, yeah. Oh, that was bad, dark times. dark times as a West Ham fan.
It was.
But yeah, obviously.
But the one thing I always said about Allardyce is that people always want to play for him again. There must be something about him. Look at the amount of ex-Bolton players he had at West Ham, and you just and
Yeah, but is that
the
because
goodwill
that
messages that he got
period-
when he left.
Is it that period was just one of his really fluky periods at that time? Like, he had some bloody good players, you know, like Okocha, Anelka. Like, these were world-class players in their time, and is it just that they remember that sort of era? Was it
I don't
Djulkaev there, Ivan Campo?
Yeah, or is it?
Hiera, I
Or-
think, as well, the old Real Madrid defender.
Or is it to do with his mate? What's his name? What's the agent's name?
Oh, yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, he's got a lot of ties, and he would
Yeah,
play.
exactly. Is it to do with him? You know, brown envelopes, backhanders. Who knows? You know.
All right,
I
guys.
wonder if he'll come out after half time with a cup of tea.
Yeah, let's move on, guys, because we're turning into the bloody
Allardyce show. Yeah.
the Allardyce show. But to be fair, we could talk for hours.
We could.
There's more bad than good.
Obviously, you'll cover it more in your.
Let's just say
preview.
one thing, guys. Right, let's just put it out there. I'm going to ask Lee and Paul, best moment under Allardyce.
Chelsea, beating Chelsea 3-1 at home. It was a great day, brilliant atmosphere. Just pips to play a final to me.
Nah, for me,
For me.
playoff final. I don't think you could top that.
3-0 Tottenham away.
There's to be fair, he beat Liverpool as well, didn't he? He had some good results.
Yeah, there were some good ones.
So
Man City at home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He had some good results, but no, I think the playoff final. And it was. Do you know what? It was that moment as well when he was doing giving it all that singing
Sing
bubbles.
song and that.
That's when I thought maybe he gets us now. Maybe this is where he gets us. Do you know what I mean? But no, he didn't. So yeah. Anyway,
Just, I know you cover a lot of this in your preview, but Lanzini came on and we said did well. Does he go back straight in the starting lineup? And
Not
who
yet.
for?
Not yet. I would just use him for about 30, 35 minutes again, maybe 45. Just ease him in nicely, you know. FA Cup's a priority for me now.
yeah, you don't want him to get injured again either, do you? So yeah, I'd say
No.
the same.
We're safe, you know, there's no risk. It'd be nice to see Reece, to be honest, get a few minutes now towards the end of the season in the league.
Yeah, it was good to see him come
Yeah.
on the other day. We're a bit short centre backs at the moment,
Yeah.
given we had 4 a few weeks ago, and now we've got 2 first choice. Daniel Henry was back on the bench in the last match, I noticed as well. He's a bit of a beast.
Yeah, definitely.
So he might get some minutes as well. Actually, special mention to Moses, who I thought upped his game in
fantastic.
the last couple as well. Well, he was very good the other day.
Yeah.
But in him and Emeneki, both Nigerian internationals, maybe having him around has helped him. They're always in the photos together on Twitter and things.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's upped his game
There's
substantially.
camaraderie around the club, like Payet and Lanzini, wasn't there? He put the tweet out saying, nice to be back, nice to see my brother back with me. So there's good feeling about the club at the minute, definitely.
Yeah.
A real good vibe at the club. I think they believe in Slab as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to hear the fans singing Bilic's name. It never happened under Allardyce for the right reasons.
No,
So
that's
everyone's sort of pulling in the right direction, it seems. So yeah, as I say, long may it continue.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, guys, next thing on one of our random topics, a little bit controversial for West Ham fans, but who, guys, do we think is going to be the last ever player to score at Upton Park? Should we go for last ever West Ham player, we think, and last ever opposition player?
If it ends up being United,
It'll be Wayne.
it'll be Wayne. Yep, 100%. It'll be Rooney,
Yeah.
and he'll love it. He'll absolutely love it. For West Ham,
Payet.
you know, he's coming back soon. I'm gonna go Sacco.
Oh, Saka.
Yeah, I'd say Sacco as well.
Yeah,
I'd say Sacco as well.
yeah. Who else we got
Yes.
before that? Possibly Swansea as an opposition. I can't see them scoring, to be honest.
No, I mean they could be fighting for their lives on that match. Won't be great if they come and beat us to stay up on the last game at Upton Park. It won't go down well at all.
No.
But
Yeah, so
yeah,
I'd
Sigurdsson. There you go, Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Wayne,
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Sacco, Payet, them sort of players. Okay, right, guys. So, topic we've been doing recently, obviously because it's the last season at our beloved Upton Park. Last week we did best, worst goals, best goals against, for, etc. This week's topic, guys, I've gone for best match and worst match you've attended at Upton Park over the years. Obviously, our views are going to be only limited to sort of late 90s to now, but let's have your views, guys.
Mine, I seem to mention this all the time, but it's a tough question because there's been a lot of good days. but I'm going to use for best and worst is beating Villa in the League Cup and then losing to Villa in
Definitely up there.
the match that was
Definitely
rearranged
up there.
as best as worst. That the whole thing with Xhaka saying Gareth Southgate's penalty, I think it was, got saved, and
Yeah.
the pure emotion. I remember being on my lunch break at school because with you, Luke, and we was walking back because you didn't have obviously internet or nothing in those days, and we heard it. I don't know, must have gone home or something, and heard the news that obviously it.
Yeah, I think it was on
midfield and
teletext or something like that. I think I read it.
player. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gutting to say the least. And then there was, of course, the fear that it was actually going to get thrown out, but we played the game. And Ian Taylor, like he used to do all the time, and Parlo's face when he missed that penalty was horrible.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's my
Obviously,
best
the
and worst.
Bradford 5-4 is one of those ones that sticks out for entertainment and stuff, doesn't it? A lot of actually people on Twitter, when I put the tweet out, did say the Bradford 5-4 was probably one of the best games they've ever been to.
Yeah, it's difficult for me because obviously, for those who don't know, viewers that don't know, I obviously don't live in London anymore. I've been living abroad for a long time. I was in Spain for 7 years, and now I'm living in Belfast. So obviously, I haven't been able to get over to West Ham as much as I'd like. I've been a season ticket holder for a very, very long time. So for me, it's much harder to think of those moments. Do you know what I mean? For me, the worst game, which is, and I remember this, it weren't actually being played at West Ham, but it was being shown on the screens over Upton Park, was when Man United beat us 7-1.
Oh, God.
And I remember sitting out, like they were showing it on the screens over there, and I went over there to watch it, and that was painful. Even just watching it on the screens there. So
Yeah, did people start throwing sausage rolls at the screen?
yeah.
I think I was there as well, actually.
That was a bad time. That was a bad moment. I was trying to think of best moments, and I actually just had to look it up to see when it was. We drew 2-2 with Palace, but the game was abandoned, and that was. Do you remember when Lampard scored
yes.
and the lights went out?
Yes,
Yeah, there's all sort of theories about what it was.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, that was
Chinese syndicate cookies or something, if I recall. Ridiculous. And we won when it was replayed. I think we won 3-0 actually when the match was replayed.
There you go.
Yeah, one of the worst for me was I think we played Wolves, and that was like the Avram Grant era, and it was just horrendous. Like it was the time when Tompkins was just coming through, and he used to make a lot of mistakes where he used to pass it back to the goalkeeper and stuff. Really,
That was Zola. That was
but there has
Zola
been
was
some
manager.
bad ones,
The year we just,
hasn't there? There've been some really bad
we
games.
just stayed up.
Yeah.
Best to think of the good moments. I think there's been plenty of them. The Man United 4-0.
Beating Arsenal numerous
Arsenal,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been some
Beating the champions City.
Yeah, Tottenham a couple of times. I remember Freddie Pickion, scored in the last minute, I think it was. 90th minute, was it? Or God.
Yeah, close to. I think beating 1-0.
Yeah, it's always
day,
great beating them. Always great beating them. Yeah. What are your best matches, guys? What's your worst match? And who do you think's going to be the last player to score at Upton Park as well? Drop it in your comments, I know we're getting some good views now, and it's really great. All the subscribers growing gradually as well, guys. Right, guys, it's that time again. It's question time from our fans on Twitter, obviously. This week, we've got a YouTube sensation, guys. Jay from Hammer and Talk dropped us a question, which is really nice. Obviously, he shares a lot of stuff. Right, as a tribute to Jay, Paul said he's willing to answer the question.
And he's here.
So, right, Jay asks, if you had to return Moses or Song, obviously they're the players on loan, who would it be and why? And that was to all of us, that question.
It's actually, I think that's a really difficult question. I would have said Moses. Obviously, sorry, I'm going to take that off. Sorry, Jay. Before I would have said Moses. For the last couple of weeks, he's really picked his game up, and he's really offered us something. Song, when he first joined us, he was unbelievable. Probably the best player I've seen in a West Ham shirt. He was fantastic, but then obviously form dropped off massively, and he's really only just sort of starting to come back into it. But I don't know. It's really difficult because even if you think of like covering positions, we're sort of sorted for both. We don't need either of them.
I think I'd like to keep Moses, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'd probably say the same. I think based on his recent form, when he's on the last couple of weeks, I'll keep Moses because he's
got Coty, Obiang, like they're good players.
Noble,
Moses
obviously
is good for rotation with Antonio to give him some competition there.
Yeah.
So Lee, what did you think actually? What's your opinion on the Moses Song thing?
Yeah, the same. And I know Oxford is primarily a centre half. It's actually stifling his development having Alex Song there as well, because obviously he could be getting some good game time. But saying that, as we saw the other day, when Song's on form, he's on form. He's very good. So tough question.
It is tough.
And a good
Very tough.
question.
Very tough.
But just about, I'd send Alex Song home. Sound like an X Factor job. Yeah, Song back to Barcelona. Who wouldn't have him, frankly, but you know.
Next one, guys, from @Prendy98. FA Cup final. This is obviously depending we get there. Randolph or Adrian? I think we sort of touched on this last week. Obviously, it's Randolph, isn't it?
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Randolf. Easy question. He's done so well,
Yeah,
Randolph.
he deserves it. There's no reason to take it off him. So
Yeah, I love Adrian, but yeah, you got to, if Geezer's playing well, you got to leave him in, ain't you?
Yeah.
Okay, next one, guys, from I think it's Joe Mags 15. Who do you guys think is our #1 striker? For me, it's Sacco. I think there's no doubt about it. Emaneki will definitely be pushing him close if he carries on this sort of, hitting the ground running sort of vibe.
At the moment, yeah. Valencia's had a good season as well, though. Really, I mean, when they're all fit, yeah, it's got to be Sacco, isn't it? It's got to be
in it. It's got to be. He's 1 in 2, isn't he? Or 1 in 3 sort of striker now, isn't he? So yeah, that's class.
Yeah.
Well, 1 in 2, 1 in 2.5 is class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sacco,
What would your just to expand on that a little bit? What would your order be, like priorities? So for me personally, I think I'd say Sacco. I think Emenike offers more than Valencia, so I'd say Sacco, Emenike, Valencia, Carroll.
Carroll goes above Valencia for me.
See,
but then you say that. You say actually, I say that. That's a bit wrong because Sacco and Valencia together as a partnership, that worked amazing, didn't it, last year?
Yeah.
We haven't seen that for a long time as well.
That's something we could see at the end of the season as well. You could see Valencia on the left wing, maybe Sacco playing up front. Option. There's so many options now. We've got
What's your opinion, Lee?
Depth.
Yeah, no, I agree, actually. I think Carroll's a good one to have off the bench. I think he's that different. Like we said last week, he should probably go to the Euros as well, because he can do that.
Well, he's out again, isn't he, for another 4 weeks?
Whatever the hell an abductor is.
That's
answers on a postcode.
Yes, I read that. What is an abductor? Yeah.
That's just Carroll summed up, isn't it? You can't keep him fit. So I don't know. I think we need to really cut our losses. If there's anyone stupid enough to buy him,
yeah, someone in China might buy him. But then he's settled in Essex now. That's the problem.
I know.
He's got his wife. He's got his kids.
What's his contract till? When have we got him till?
Another 2? Do you reckon? 2 years?
Sounds
at least.
right.
Yeah. He's suited for the MLS. I've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah.
I think sort of the way the game's played over there.
Definitely. Another tough one, guys. This is from at RDC Superman. Okay, so is Payet sold to Spurs and scores in the Champions League final for them with a win, or Harry Kane scoring against us in the Premier League to win the Premier League title? That, as a West Ham fan, it's like impossible to answer, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've got Payet, and we need to keep Payet. So
I just don't think you understand.
so let them keep. Let them win the league. We'll let them have that one.
Against us at Upton Park or Olympic Stadium.
Well, what would you rather them go on about? Would you rather them go on about winning the league at Upton Park, or would you rather them go on about Payet winning them the Champions League?
I'd rather emigrate.
Yeah. Moving on. No. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, if Kane wins Premier League, that's just there. Like he's running, all that crap. At least with Payet, they can't hold that over us, can they? Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Spurs fans. Literally, I just don't like it. As easy as it goes, I just don't like Spurs.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Lee, for you?
No answer.
You have to
both are terrible. I'd have to emigrate, leave the country.
Yeah.
Terrible. The thought of them winning the league is keeping me up at night at the moment. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink. It's just terrible. I know, and no, No, sorry, no,
No.
no.
They won't win the league anyway. It's going to be funny watching Arsenal win the league.
It's gonna be close, mate.
They won't. They'll bottle it.
Yeah,
I still want Leicester to win it. I still want
I
Leicester to
do.
win the
I
league.
do, because all them Arsenal fans are also very fickle fans as well. And it's like, if they don't win it this year, it's like, what does that say? It's like, this is the greatest chance you've had to win it in like 10 years. You've just blown it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all the questions this week, guys. So that's that for the questions. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Obviously, the content we're trying to do is improving every week. I think you've seen our reviews. Obviously, we're trying to add videos, trying to add photos every week. Paul's working really hard behind the scenes with the videos. Does a great job.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Luke will be back with his preview in the next couple of days. We've actually still got your ground tour as well. That video needs to go up at some point. Yeah,
Yes,
so we've got a few bits and pieces to put out. Make sure you get all your questions for next week's podcast. Send them to us. Either put them in the comments down below, or you can send them to us on Twitter and Facebook. It's all up there.
Yeah. Our topic next week, guys, for the last season at Upton Park will probably be the best and worst player maybe that you've seen at Upton Park. That could be for or against. So let's put that out there. So best player you've seen at Upton Park playing for us or against us. Chuck that in the comments. We'll mention as many as we can next week.
Right then, lads, I think that's about us for time. So we'll say goodbye. Luke, if you want to do your...
Yeah. Guys, keep believing. Keep watching. The Free Hammers are a growing channel. We're very close to 100 subscribers. And at 100 subscribers, there will be this little mini competition that we are going to do. So if you see any of our stuff on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, share it for us. We really appreciate it, guys. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.